A very good evening to everyone present here. Okay, ngasi online virtual weekly discussion Go Green Group amadi Fridays for Future Manipur na organize tawba dugumlaba weekly discussion asida saruk yabiriba mayambu hanmukta da nikil na ikog na kurumzari. Ngasi weekly discussion asi akoigi cycling amadi akoigi climate changes sida lakliba impact mayam sigi matang discuss tawna bagi makta sinjaba dugumlaba weekly discussion amani hanbada ngasi akoigi speaker ming moina panjarabada akoigi Oza Ngangom Arunkumar Singh, President Manipur Adventures and Mountain Biking Association, Mamba gi President Oibiriba Kogi Ngangom Arunkumar Singh bo ahan bumuktada aini kuno krumjari. Ngasi topic asi koi gi koi pabung na discuss ta godor topic asi cycling in our daily life. Ngasi topic asi discuss ta bina bagi amadi present ta bina bagi makta ai maxi koi gi pabung Ngangom Arunkumar sinajage.
Thank you, Nikhil. Thank you, Go Green Manipur, and thank you, Friday for Futures Manipur, for inviting me in this platform. Ngasigi topic asi, I want the people topic si yam na matam gachan aba topic ni cycling in our daily life na. So allow me to share my screen. So today the topic is cycling in our daily life. Ko aduna koi we need to know two things. Cycling hai business kaino, daily life is the kaino. Koi loina daily life is quite familiar with all of us, but allow me to highlight our daily life that we have been doing for since time immemorial. Say, koi say, kamay na koi ki daily life sida cycling si koi fit to do no. Sinem koi na silap to say. So let us see what are the things that we do in our daily life. Daily life or everyday life, not the routine life, so I comprise the way in which people typically act, think, feel on daily basis. Ako nung tigi, ako na act to ba, ako na kan ba, ama di ako na feel to ba, sibu ako yung part of our daily life or routine life nila wisi. Ado masigi daily life say ako na kan ba this modern or this routine natural hand lo bisa or it's habitual or this normal life. Ako'y daily life si ako'y si ading tono kaidui ayuk ki manungdang ki ma. So we have a diurnal variation. Usually we sleep at night and daytime then ako'y si awake tawi. And we used to take at least 2 or 3 meals in a day. And as a part of our daily life, we have our working time. Ato masigi working time say usually it starts from morning, then it ends at the evening. So as a part of the daily life, particularly even matam sa dia ko rest hour na musulay. So rest hour have to see it is experienced by millions of the population. Ako'y gi ayuk sida ako'y gi workplaces sat na bita magta ako'y na rest to butubo ko na rest hour hay. So this happens when we drive to our work. Ado na sini ako'y gi hujiki ako'y gi routine life sida ako'y na daily hujiki laiba matam sida or normal human being amagi daily life say. So after our daily work, we come back home in the evening. We have our leisure time. Then we used to clean ourselves in between. Also, we used to take bathing. So masigi table say it shows our daily life, our daily routine. We get up in the morning. We do yoga, everyday exercise. We take shower. We take breakfast, we brush our teeth, we get dressed to our work. See how this lady is going to work. She's cycling. Then we start our work usually by 8 a.m. in the morning. Then we had meeting in the office, we have lunch, break. Then we finish our work, we come back home, we cook dinner, we have dinner, we watch TV and we go to bed. This has become our routine modern life. So this become autonomous, automatic and modern, and sometimes we need to have leisure times and socializing times. Ako'y na tama muslay, we call this as activity of daily living, ADL. It is the daily self-care activity. So how this ADL is defined? It is the things that we normally do, such as feeding ourselves, okay, feeding food. Then we're taking bath, dressing, grooming, we go to work, then we do homekeeping or housekeeping, then we have leisure time. Masi ma'am sibo koi na activities of daily living. So masi ki daily living is it can be for a healthy individual or for a diseased individual. So if we know this, our daily activities, masigi activities the kamana sigi cycling is incorporate of no. Adult lacking cycle has what is cycle? Bicycle. Bicycle is a bike or a cycle. It is human powered, or sometimes it is motor powered, like in case of e-bike. It is pedal driven. It is a single track vehicle, means unlike four-wheel vehicle which has two track. So cycle is a single track vehicle, and it have two wheels attached in a frame, one after another. So when you find a bicycle, the one who is riding the bike or the bicycle is called a cyclist or bicyclist. And the process of riding this bike is called cycling. This is pigeon, flying pigeon PA02. The highest number of vehicle that is ever being manufactured and sell is this flying pigeon PA02, manufactured by People's Republic of China. It is said to have sell more than 500 million pieces. Next to this, the highest selling or the highest number of vehicle ever to be manufactured is the famous Honda Super Club. It has manufactured and sell about 100 million. So this is the number one vehicle able to be manufactured, 500 millions, and next is this 100 millions. So this cycling is a 200 years old human powered machine. 1817 the ahamba human powered machine cycle ahamba invented. It is called a dandy horse, also called Drysini or love machine. So it was first invented by a German cyclist called Baron Karl von Dries, and so this is the first cycle ever to be manufactured in 1817. It was first manufactured, and now we have about 1 billion cycle all over the world. And this is a dandy horse. This is 1820 copy of that first machine. So now coming to how to incorporate this cycling into our daily life. So we know our daily routine, and we know what is cycling and what is cycling, and let us try to incorporate this in our daily life. I have tried to find out 10 ways of cycling that can be incorporated in our daily or routine life. First, to commute. So cycling can be a way to commute to our work. This can be to our office, or if it is a student, it can be to his school. So we can commute from home to work, or we can sometimes use this as a last mile connector, as in some of the developed cities, they have this rental cycle. We can go by train or local locomotives. Then we can, instead of taking a vehicle, we can go by cycle to the office. So this can be a last mile connector to the office. It is said that in a study done in town and cities where people bike to work. No, so they are in fact fitter and happier than those who don't ride. No, than those who don't bike to their workplace. No, so it is a way to become richer, to be fitter, and to be happier. So it is one way of commuting to our workplace, and it is proven that it reduces anxiety and stress also. Then the second way of incorporating to our routine life is to use this to run our errand. So we can use bike or bicycles to pick up groceries from shops or to run errand around the neighborhood. We can integrate this into a daily routine, and this is in fact a way to exercise also while doing our daily routines, and it provides a powerful boost to our local economy also. Cycling na local economy the boost of it. Just car thoraga koigi grocery depot lay budget but budi cycle thoraga koina grocery depot lay bane hina local economy the boost away. When have maram checking of the say like cycling is a way to make ourselves more closer to the localities. So when we go by cycling, we can say just stop by local vendor selling vegetable. We can pick up vegetable from the vendors like that. So it will boost the local economy. Then people who bike and spend more time with the localities than who drive. So it is a way to spend more time with our localities, with our local. So we'll know better about our locality, our people. So this is a good way to run our errand. So don't have to worry for a parking space. So this is a very good way to buy groceries from our local shop. Then to socialize. So like if you don't want to go to office, to your work by cycling, and if you don't want to just go for errand by cycling, you can use this to socialize. So it will, you know that, so if you, there are many things happening in our localities, in our downtown, in our lakais, no. So just going to one place might not suffice to see what is happening in your lakais, your town, your cities, no. So by just cycling, you can go to coffee shop, food, you can go to gym, you can meet your friends, you can go to market. No. So it is a way to socialize. So just imagine while you're eating and when you are drinking, when you are socializing, at the same time you are doing exercise also. So it is a very good way to socialize, and it is sometimes feel it is so good to be true, but it is truth. It is true that you can do it. Then family times. Suppose that you don't want to socialize, you are a family guy, you don't want to mix up with your, you don't usually mix up much with say your friends, no. And you want to spend more time with your family. It is said that a family that rises together stays together. So you can encourage your family member to take up cycling, and you can tell them the benefit, the health benefit of cycling and other benefit of cycling. So cycling is a way to keep our family together and make a happy family. Then networking. Networking, like these days we have cycling clubs, like I'm associated with cycling club, Mamba, and likewise there are many cycling clubs coming up. Even Indian Medical Association Manipur State branch has a cycling club we call as DOP, Doctors on Pedals. No, so cycling club is another way of incorporating this cycling in our daily life. No, so if we join cycling club, it is a leisure. We can spend our leisure time. We can also do it with a serious consideration, like some of us do to promote a certain aspect of cycling, like say social cycling or cycling as a sport. So by say just joining a cycling club, we can meet like-minded people and we can expand our social cycle. So this is another very good way of incorporating this cycle in our daily life. Then suppose you don't want to go to gym, you're a lazy guy, or you guys you used to go but not that frequent, then cycling itself can be a gym. So you can ditch the gym and take up the bike, and this can help you in losing your extra kilos, building your muscles. So cycle can be a schedule, for workout. An hour of cycling burns about 450 to 750 calories, depending on various factors like your body weight, then your speed of cycling. So depending on various factors, it can range from 450 to 750 calories in 1 hour of cycling. Then this can be a way to discover new places. Of course, this cannot be part of the routine life. We don't discover new places on routine basis, but still, this nice thing to discover new things. Then, if it is not on daily basis, we can sometimes explore new places, and there's nothing more better than cycling. So instead of spending thousands of rupees just to find solace and adventure, you can pick up a cycle and you can have an experience of tranquility, and you can feel one with the nature. So cycling is a very good way to discover new places. And and while you are doing the discovery of new places, and this how you spend your leisure time. You are doing exercise, and you don't have to worry for parking while doing so. Then cycling can also be a way to support a cause. In Western countries, cycling is a way to raise charities, to raise funds for charities, to support a cause. We have a number of such charities all over, where they host the cyclothon or cyclothon or cycling marathon, we used to say, or simply we used to call fellowship cycling. Or in Manipur, we used to call this as a rally. We used to conduct rallies. Mamba used to conduct rallies to give awareness or to raise support a certain cause, like during this World Road Safety Week. We used to organize these cycling rallies. Like this, we can organize rallies. We can organize fellowship cycling. We can organize cycling marathon or cyclothons like this now. So this can be a way to promote a cause. So participating in one will not just help you to do some good for the society, but it will also ensure you to meet individuals which are like-minded individual, and you can support this cause in a larger extent. Then this is a new thing in our city, in our state, but this is a very good idea. Volunteer at a workshop. So suppose that you want to incorporate cycling in your daily life, but then you don't have to cycle now. Just to incorporate cycling in your daily life. Even without cycling, you can incorporate it. Like if you are very passionate about cycling, and especially if you like the engineering of the cycling, what you can do is you can volunteer yourself to the nearest bike shop. So you can go to the bike shop, so you can speak about the good things of cycling. Since you being a cyclist, a seasoned cyclist, we can promote cycling among the buyers. So, and this could be a way to earn your extra money, your pocket money. So the bike shop will be happy enough you to give you some tips. So while doing so, you'll be promoting the benefit of cycling also. So this is another way of promoting cycling or incorporating cycling in your daily life. And if you don't find any ways that I mentioned so far 9 ways of promoting or incorporating cycling in your daily life, and if none of these still don't suit you, then still you can just pick up the bike and just ride, because cycling kills insomnia. So still yet you can cycle. So these are the different ways that we can incorporate cycling in our daily life. But having said this, before I wind up, I just want to point out the benefit of cycling. Why we have to incorporate this cycling in our daily life? Because it has certain benefits. I'm not going in detail because this will be totally another different topic to discuss with, but I'll just highlight. It has a health benefit. It can be a physical health, mental health. We know that cycling is good for reducing obesity, fighting cardiovascular disease, and even it prevents cancer. We know the environmental the impact of cycling, zero carbon, then impact on economic. Also, the impact of economic is huge, large, enormous, and we need a whole session to discuss with this. So these are the benefit of cycling. Having said this, it is not that there are any shortcomings of cycling. We have the drawback of cycling also that we have to keep in our mind. Accident is one. We have to be very careful. We should wear a helmet. We should always wear tight garment while cycling, and we should always follow the traffic rules while cycling. So we should try to avoid cycling. In developed countries, they have separate cycling lane, but in a developing country like India, we are yet to have a dedicated cycling lane. Till then, we have to take extra precaution to avoid accident. Then weather. Cycling is not weather friendly. So if it rains, then you have to carry your rain cheater. So you have to take some extra precaution. Like in sun, you have to have sun hat or your sunscreen. Then there is a risk of exposure to ultraviolet ray, which are carcinogenic, and you have to take special precaution for this, like wearing goggles and using UV screen. Then in cities where air are polluted, cycling might not be safe, and you may have to wait for the pollution to fall down. So there are times when pollution are more and pollution are less. So you have to choose time when pollution are less for cycling. Then sometime when you have to cover a long distance to your work, cycling might not be practical. So these are some of the points that I have made out about cycling in our daily life, its pros and cons and its benefit. I think with this, I should end my topic here. So Nikhil, so I'm handing over the mic to you.
Thank you very much, sir. We Ozana ngasi online session asi the cycling ki kana ba mayam ama koi keno da present over me. Ado question ama sum race talk matam da koi youths ta ko khara cycling jam passionate over youths mayam de thing nazar ado bu khara amana the gi koi ki pabung gi generation da so wahang hang pa yaw ba ko. Why should we ride a cycle if there is not a cyclist cycle gi track like the from why should we risk our life by cycling have a point some like ko ado si se koi ki like khara magi kano da negative kano ina haidi cycling towning da bagini na haiba points kharam to rest story khara mana kai tare man haiba points chumme so rest ado bu pawung gi wakhalo na masi kamaina solve out to sige haiba ki kano gum idea macha gum am da ga dikidang share to biram pam
cycling ki lane ama laibasi darkal high safety but not see absolute necessity in that day. Where's the cycling lane? The cycle there are many off-roading cycling also there. No, so it is not compulsory to have a cycling lane. No, necessary precaution do lower the yeah. Still, without the cycling lane, we can incorporate cycling in our daily life. Cycling heck la because cycle track la panate cycling city 200 years sahi chani sure ni cycling and bu sahi kya sure gene so yam of the sahi yang mangai for more than a century west so they are cycling without a cycling track no so adu da khoi na yam na thoina yemu pi da kala this not be a reason for not to cycle.
Thank you Baung akoi ngasi gi makha tarak ko topic asidi cycling and mental health asigi topic tang bi gadori ba koi aming oina panjab da oja Ngathem Pungfa ma basi koi oja Ngathem Pungfa da sinajage.
Thank you Nikhil and aina hangamba question do nana hangbado arunamatik tana asati kre adubu I still feel that we should have a cycle lane at least in the city for our safety. Even though gear mein the helmet upasu mabuto so I think in that way number of people because office of bike to work has a office like our mayor Dr. Sanjit Nahabagumdana offices in the city areas not even 5 kilometers from home usually so actually Sandil the target khungda target tackle the office number but in Impal areas, we should try to promote. And if we add cycle lane, and most probably, I think the concerned authorities, with the pressure from Mumbai, our President Dr. Arun, I think they are looking into it. Let's see if things comes up. There will be more cycling, and we love cycling. I feel that we should support this. Thank you. Now, coming to first of all, thank you, Triple Z, Go Green Groups, and Triple F. What is that? Triple F stands for Friday for our future, Manipur, right? Thank you so much, and thank you for allowing me to participate in this kind of interest and. Good evening to all the participants, particularly the seniors. Actually, we don't have, regardless of sex, age, in cycling, we don't have any barriers. If you cycle, then we are all friends, and that's the way of life. Now, to begin with my topic, the mental health. And I will try to correlate these two. Cycling itself is a very vast subject. It will take days to discuss. And mental health, of course, it is also a very vast subject. And I'll try to relate these two in my speech, rather in my talk for the day. habdi akogi mental health hai tagadi let me first try to understand myself at the same time let us understand ourselves aigi wakhandadi mental health hai che akogi ana ek adi ana means our physical diseases or suffering khongtek po or ayek na bijek tu uyuko halamana hai sinse koina ayek po meoriba ayek pa do karino that the mental thing nuai taba na so idu de matakta mukaina the wade nuai rujune hypertension ne kari ujuno kumai ujuno hypertension de wakhanda egi khale aduna adi ana world health organization mu hai ana health is not simply the absence of disease so we need mental health also to be precise both this mental health and physical health they are just like the two sides of the same coin I'm gonna hit me I'm gonna tell uneasy always it goes together you can be a very fit person when you're very physically built or you have the strength to live like Hercules this does mental health important even during this present pandemic COVID-19 disease you should be mentally prepared you should not be frightened and at the same time they also encourage to do lots of exercise to boost immune system so that we can combat with this unwanted or rather dreaded disease aduga masi mayam si khambadagi kanone kogi world bicycle day that we observe on 3rd June every year by the mental health organization mogi United Nations organization UNO nasu mental health days every year in I think it is in October 10 they also observe so what I'm trying to do is right now is to bring these two together so that we'll have a better understanding of our discussion. So let me start with by defining the mental health. This definition is not defined by me, so I'll read up. This is according to the World Health Organization. When defined by the World Health Organization, mental health is a state of well-being in which an individual realizes his or her own activities, can cope with the normal stresses of life, can work productively, and is able to make a contribution to his or her community health. Adaga masigi portion akona definition si piham matunda kanodadi United States of America dadi masagi I sources je kanodagi net gi kadigi lobu ngakani actually in my books few madiki yawdi and 1 in 5 adults the mental health masigi problems disorders experience to we have the Americans adaga bogi study di matung in 11.2 million adults in United States of America they support to because these are already available in the National Institute of Mental Health and institute ne adu masi mayam si kumaina ino holeno haba makhata zarke adubu ahambada aina hani risk factors nang ai khakna teba risk factors everyone has is exposed to it because akhoi hojiksi 2021 aduna adigi full of modern life hai tare ko in the olden days it was simple khao pyo jao adugi time adu hojikti khoi thabak inkhang si inhalakpa adigi economic social economic tawpa mayamsina aduna let me come to the point risk factors masi ayambana to everybody anga habilite ana habilite aduga social and financial circumstances oibai aduga biology factors oibai biological factors by biological factors we mean hanagi akhoi parents or forefathers gi genes to akhoi da yaw da level ngakni adu it shows up more risk factor le everyone ko aduga I am the lifestyle I was talking about lifestyle seriously I don't have free time I'm always engaged from morning till night you come home engaged with these things and then you don't have less sleep and these things I don't know this continuous social and economic pressure could means according to their studies to almost regardless of sex and this thing occupations and like that aduga masigi things that risk factors have come modifiable factors also just like occupations I am tina ware ha ta I must occupation I talk so ga but on the other hand then modifiable factors also I get a hingina ne ha I say let me go back to the teenage but now I can become a 15 years old sad aduna chumba kharasule aduga say biological factors do like adigi masi mayam sigi factors everybody at any point of time at anywhere tawbe aduga masi ki tawra haiba kanda I mentally disorders to me or to the one who is under pressure for adudi combine ulakadege magi type kale adudi anxiety disorder oina gala tamam tawbam sabum khangdaba adigi mood disorders sat kena khalamba do ai salaro khalamba sake salaga akhoi taning tamang ta da ba ko think you are not interested you can never succeed aduga amagale masiga I should pronounce it kya hai te ko schizophrenia hai it's a Greek word like no khang de masigi disorders is some youth ayamba hadi UNESCO na page 14 years to 25 years ni ko youth se adu masi khoi gi hai ta late childhood tagi aduga early adolescence adi somewhere 16 to 30 years talking marok sidaleba youth sing yam kanna thokat pa amane thokat ba pot amane hai masije kanone akhoi koina su sometimes thingna ba yawe khoi split personality hai मैं आप पिकनिक में चलने लेना picnic is a group thing you can't go picnic alone group thing अब सब में number का the person who is suffering from this split disorders जैसे कि schizophrenia से मादी he or she will try to mathanda isolate to no lang and he feels like hallucinations kano mata bon usi ngang ji makon ji ta dra humba some very unnatural things like behaviors hoina chumba thena pamayam kano lakane aduga anxiety is akhoi da su dum lai mi pone olden days da thana gi akhoina tarak bada kamai to enu piduna agang akapadu bu thengwadra adigi uti padara ido charu maina thare ne du su laira banina adu charu mai su kan thara pote udi su sori me kitang sin ko kap jade hena thazam bu jade adi somda su sanna mu changha ga ine adi kondong no lon bu tap tap jade sanna khara hojari bu do mu sa tho ki do ni adi somda han gaina mu law ine anga ka phali ka gi no thaina digi stress se dum lei le ki sana ko rubber je sum ching thok tang lei bai ta just like I walk in some people sometimes thado ga tang relax phang da tami de leba akhoi mental health de yam kana scoring high ga no to ka do se aduna masiki anxiety se sina moi de khoi de most common mental health no to pot amane ꯑꯗꯨ ꯁꯤꯗꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯃꯈꯜ ꯂꯩꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯖꯦꯅꯔꯦꯂꯥꯏꯖ ꯑꯦꯟꯖꯥꯏꯇꯤ ꯑꯣꯔꯗꯔ ꯀꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯈꯪꯍꯧꯗꯅ ꯍꯦꯛꯇ ꯇꯌꯥꯔꯁꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯛꯄ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯦꯗꯤꯀꯦꯜ ꯇꯥꯝꯅꯤ ꯑꯩ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯄꯦꯅꯤꯛ ꯗꯤꯁꯑꯣꯔꯗꯔ ꯀꯤꯔꯣꯏꯗꯕꯗ ꯀꯤꯕ ꯃꯃꯤꯗ ꯀꯤꯕ ꯈꯧꯁꯥꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯊꯥꯖꯗꯕ ꯃꯁꯥ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯐꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯀꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯇꯤꯜꯂꯥꯏꯈꯨꯝꯕꯤ ꯑꯃ ꯎꯕꯗ ꯍꯦꯛ ꯆꯦꯟꯕ ꯀꯞꯄ ꯑꯩ ꯃꯣꯁꯂꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯗ ꯑꯩ ꯊꯦꯡꯅꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯈꯜ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯩ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯤ ꯐꯣꯕꯤꯌꯥ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯗꯤ ꯏꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯀꯤꯕ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯠ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯁꯦ ꯌꯨꯝꯁꯦ ꯐꯥꯔꯁ ꯐ꯭ꯂꯣꯔ ꯀꯥꯕꯐꯥꯎꯇ ꯀꯤꯈꯠꯂꯛꯑꯗꯤ ꯎꯄꯥꯏ ꯂꯩꯇꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯕꯠ ꯗꯤꯁ ꯑꯥꯔ ꯁꯝ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯗ ꯗꯤꯁꯑꯣꯔꯗꯔ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯏꯊꯧꯗꯤ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯏꯊꯧ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯗꯣꯛꯇꯔ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯁꯥꯏꯀꯦꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯁ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯩꯔꯤ ꯃꯇꯦꯡ ꯄꯥꯡꯅꯕ ꯃꯦꯗꯤꯀꯦꯁꯟ ꯂꯩꯇꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯕꯠ ꯑꯦꯚ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯕ꯭ꯂꯦꯝꯒꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯩꯒꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯋꯥꯡꯕ ꯀꯤꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯨ ꯀꯤꯀꯣ ꯀꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯂꯥꯏ ꯃꯇꯨꯝ ꯆꯤꯡ ꯀꯥꯕꯗ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯝꯃ ꯌꯥꯎꯋꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯕꯤꯀꯣꯁ ꯏꯃꯤꯅꯦꯟ ꯗꯦꯟꯖꯔ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯩ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯑꯩ ꯈꯣꯡꯎꯞꯇꯨ ꯐꯠꯂꯝꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯅꯥꯟꯊꯣꯛꯑꯒꯗꯤ ꯁꯦꯟꯗꯜ ꯑꯃꯐꯥꯎ ꯀꯥꯕ ꯌꯥꯄꯣꯠꯇꯦ ꯇꯨ ꯇꯦꯛ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯇꯣꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯀꯅꯥꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯂꯥꯏ ꯃꯇꯨꯝꯗꯤ ꯇꯣꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯣꯕ ꯐꯥꯔꯁ ꯐ꯭ꯂꯣꯔꯐꯥꯎ ꯀꯥꯕꯗ ꯍꯨꯃꯥꯡ ꯁꯧꯋꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ I think the medical these things they will understand and know better ꯑꯗꯣ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯁꯤꯚꯤꯌꯔ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯕꯤꯔꯥꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯈꯜꯁꯦ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯁ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯣꯃꯥꯇꯤꯛ ꯁ꯭ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯁ PTSD ꯃꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯃꯃꯥꯡꯗ ꯀꯅꯥꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯑꯃꯅ ꯁꯥ ꯍꯥꯠꯄ ꯎꯔꯨꯕꯗꯩꯅꯤ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯣꯃꯥ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯤꯗꯦꯟ ꯎꯔꯨꯕꯗꯩꯅꯤ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯄꯪꯀꯤꯗ ꯀꯤꯈꯤꯗꯅ ꯈꯨꯠꯀꯁꯦ ꯄꯪꯍꯥꯝꯗ ꯍꯥꯝꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯀꯣꯚꯤꯗꯀꯤ ꯃꯇꯝꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯋꯥꯁ ꯌꯣꯔ ꯍꯦꯟ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯗꯅ the one who is suffering from PTSD this one he will keep on washing his hand the whole day that's what I think ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯨꯠꯁꯦ ꯗꯤꯁꯑꯣꯔꯗꯔ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯇ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯐꯦꯜ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯛꯄꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯛꯅꯕꯒꯤꯁꯨ ꯃꯆꯥꯛ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯁꯦ ꯑꯥꯔꯂꯤ ꯁꯥꯏꯟꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯗꯤꯁꯑꯣꯔꯗꯔꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯁꯥꯏꯟꯁꯦ ꯀꯅꯥꯝꯇꯅ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯌꯦꯡꯕꯗ ꯈꯪꯕ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯅꯠꯇꯦꯕ ꯐꯤꯖꯤꯀꯦꯜ ꯇꯦꯁ ꯇꯧꯕꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯈꯪꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯇꯦꯕ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯔꯦ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯧ ꯅꯪꯒꯤ ꯀꯣꯛꯇꯣ ꯅꯪ ꯐꯤꯖꯤꯀꯦꯜ ꯃꯦꯟꯇꯦꯜ ꯗꯤꯁꯑꯣꯔꯗꯔ ꯂꯩꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯣ I don't think it is possible you have to question you have to listen to what he or he ꯑꯗꯣ early science ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ feeling of hopelessness ꯃꯥꯅ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯛꯇ ꯇꯤꯜꯂꯛꯇꯕ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯊꯟꯇ ꯂꯩꯅꯤꯡꯉꯛꯄ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯈꯜꯂꯤꯕ ꯋꯥꯈꯜꯗꯨꯅ ꯐꯔꯦꯅ ꯈꯟꯕ ꯈꯪꯍꯧꯗꯨꯅ ꯁꯥꯎꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯝꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯩꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ having said all these things now let me come to the treatmentꯁꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ mental health disorder ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯁꯤꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯠꯃꯦꯟꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ western medicines or we call biomedicine ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯦꯗꯤꯁꯤꯟꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯁꯔꯨꯛ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁꯥꯏꯀꯣꯊꯦꯔꯥꯄꯤ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯇꯣꯀꯤꯡ ꯊꯦꯔꯥꯄꯤ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯑꯗꯩ ꯃꯦꯗꯤꯀꯦꯁꯟ ꯗꯣꯛꯇꯔꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯍꯤꯗꯥꯛ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯩꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯈꯔ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯇꯨꯝꯅꯅꯕ ꯑꯣꯔ ꯁꯝꯊꯤꯡ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯗꯣꯛꯇꯔꯁꯀꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯁꯀ꯭ꯔꯤꯞꯁꯟ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯕꯠ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗꯣ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯪ ꯅꯥꯊꯩꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯏꯟꯠꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯥꯛꯅꯅꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯄꯥꯝꯃꯤꯁꯦ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯗꯤꯁꯅꯦꯜ ꯃꯦꯗꯤꯁꯤꯟꯁ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯨ ꯂꯩꯌꯦꯕ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯗꯤꯁꯅꯦꯜ ꯃꯦꯗꯤꯁꯤꯟꯁ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟꯕ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯑꯃꯅꯤ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯋꯦꯁꯇꯔꯟ ꯃꯦꯗꯤꯁꯤꯟꯁ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯌꯥꯝꯕꯅ ꯑꯦꯂꯣꯄꯦꯊꯤꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯗꯤꯁꯅꯦꯜ ꯃꯦꯗꯤꯁꯤꯟꯁ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯌꯨꯁ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯤꯅꯤ ꯑꯌꯨꯔꯕꯦꯗꯤꯛ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯌꯣꯒ ꯌꯨꯅꯥꯅꯤ ꯍꯣꯃꯤꯌꯣꯄꯦꯊꯤ ꯅꯦꯆꯔꯦꯜ all these things ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯀꯜꯆꯔꯗ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯀꯜꯆꯔꯗ ꯔꯤꯆꯨꯋꯦꯜ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯅꯤ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯍꯦꯕꯤꯠꯇ ꯑꯦꯛꯆꯨꯋꯦꯂꯤ ꯔꯤꯇꯟ ꯔꯦꯀꯣꯔꯠ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯗꯤ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯅꯠꯇꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯈꯪꯕ ꯃꯥꯏꯕꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗ ꯇꯝꯕꯤꯔꯝꯃꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯣꯔꯦꯜꯂꯤ ꯑꯣꯔ ꯁꯝꯊꯤꯡ ꯐꯣꯔ ꯑꯦꯛꯖꯥꯝꯄꯜ ꯃꯥꯏꯕꯤꯒꯤ ꯏꯟꯁꯇꯤꯇ꯭ꯌꯨꯠꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯤꯛ ꯏꯔꯒ ꯄꯤꯕ ꯅꯠꯇꯦꯕ ꯍꯥꯎ ꯇꯨ ꯕꯤꯀꯝ ꯃꯥꯏꯕꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯂꯩ ꯄꯣꯠꯇꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯑꯣꯔꯦꯜꯂꯤ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯥꯟꯁꯃꯤꯠ ꯇꯧꯔꯝꯕ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯑꯃꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯗꯤꯁꯅꯦꯜ ꯃꯦꯗꯤꯁꯤꯟꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯦꯟꯇꯦꯜ ꯍꯦꯜꯊꯀꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯃꯔꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯑꯃꯅꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩ ꯗꯤꯁ ꯚꯦꯔꯤ ꯏꯝꯄꯣꯔꯇꯦꯟ ꯑꯦꯁꯄꯦꯛ ꯋꯤꯠ ꯗ ꯃꯦꯟꯇꯦꯜ ꯍꯦꯜꯊ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯅꯥꯕꯁꯦ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯍꯦꯟꯖꯜꯂꯒ ꯊꯧ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯏꯚꯟ ꯗꯣꯛꯇꯔꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯀꯟꯅ ꯋꯤꯠ ꯚꯣꯂꯨꯝ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯋꯥ ꯅꯠꯇꯦꯀꯣ ꯏꯚꯟ ꯗ ꯑꯦꯂꯣꯄꯦꯊꯤꯛ ꯑꯣꯜꯁꯣ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯇꯧꯕꯗꯗꯤ ꯍꯌꯦꯡ ꯈꯨꯕꯥꯛ ꯃꯃꯤ ꯌꯦꯡꯕꯅꯤ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁꯣꯁꯦꯜ ꯂꯥꯏꯐꯁꯤꯗ ꯄꯥꯔꯠ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯄꯥꯔꯁꯦꯜ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯌꯥꯎ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯑꯃꯅꯦꯕ ꯊꯧ ꯇꯧꯗꯕ ꯌꯥꯔꯣꯏ ꯍꯌꯦꯡ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯃꯥꯏꯕ ꯀꯧꯗꯕ ꯌꯥꯔꯣꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯄꯣꯠꯂꯣꯏꯕꯗ ꯃꯥꯏꯕ ꯌꯥꯎꯗꯕ ꯌꯥꯔꯣꯏ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯗꯦꯠ ꯁꯥꯔꯇꯤꯐꯤꯀꯦꯠ ꯄꯤꯔꯤꯅꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩ ꯐꯩ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯐꯠꯇꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯊꯧ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯁꯔꯣꯏ ꯈꯥꯡꯉꯤꯕ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯌꯦꯜꯍꯤꯡ ꯊꯥꯕ ꯎꯁꯤꯟ ꯁꯤꯟꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯑꯅꯥꯕꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯁꯔꯨꯛꯁꯦ ꯉꯥꯃꯨ ꯎꯁꯤꯟ ꯀꯧꯏꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯉꯥꯃꯨꯁꯤ ꯏꯁꯤꯡꯗ ꯊꯥꯗꯣꯛꯑꯒ ꯃꯥꯏꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯅꯪ ꯑꯅꯥꯕ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯌꯨꯝꯗ ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯕ ꯑꯅꯥꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯅꯪ ꯄꯨꯈ꯭ꯔꯣꯏ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯏꯠ ꯕꯨꯁ ꯗ ꯃꯦꯟꯇꯦꯜ ꯑꯦꯁꯄꯦꯛ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯦꯟꯇꯦꯜꯁꯤꯗ encouragement mana layeng hidak tugi mahunadi farak ta su magi spirit magi kankhalaka oh aidi sumaina imani pana sindu sintok tigre puki padaga hogi because ahoi culturally bound oibo pot amane bako jeling thaba ade hamok ngang sai thokpa ꯆꯩꯔꯥꯎꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯇꯥꯏꯔꯦꯟ ꯄꯨꯡꯐꯥꯏ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯈꯣꯏꯖꯨ ꯂꯩꯈꯥꯝ ꯊꯥꯕ ꯈꯣꯏꯖꯨ ꯂꯩꯈꯥꯝꯁꯨ ꯁꯤꯃꯛꯇꯗ ꯇꯣꯄꯤꯛ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯆꯥꯎꯕ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯂꯩ ꯁꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤ after considering all these aspects self help haibase is the best help haiba tare I'm trying to bring into the correlations with cycling and mental health. Other self-help is cycling because this is where cycling comes in. My benefits cycling. Mental health cycling is the road cycling would be off-road cycling. Off-road cycling is mountain bike or gravel or because you can go further. Cities area confined to horn, gas. I think you all know the environmental hazards in the city areas. So mountain bikes, Guvadi rides, Dr. Oran also almost. But man, this is for me. It is a device that connects me to the forest or the environment or to the greeneries or to the wilderness or to the village or the village people and so on. But I don't underestimate road bike or anything. But cycling benefits so that if I get mental health cycling cycling aina tobunga moidaba tabak atopa intoxication kano isaga zaga aini ngamni mongoda wa ma hangam do particularly among the youth I see that is wrong idea when do adumba mayam cycling to thogati nang avoid tawgani adu idea ju thok su thoroi ko relaxation that I am way have to the relaxation cycling is a good way never mental health benefits of cycling is a healthy mind in a healthy body have money moina cyclo plan UK the best of bike bees cycle schemes one of the most popular cycling groups in the UK. Moina study tokada I kitang haijage aduga masima akoigi angangsingna akoigi akoi masena akoi adum among the cyclists akoina adum survey se toba yabajane if kana gumana tobiradi I am ready to help aduna cycle gi benefits mana ngambase number 1 I haijage akoigi stress 82% kano tawewa ngakthopong ngame aduda komaina stress gi kano se cortisol have a call, quick, hormone body hormone. Hormone is something just like Nupi hormone and Nupai hormone man. Nupi hormone is in the Bahan Pamada. Nupadi, whatever hormone, it is a vast subject. So what I mean, there are many hormones, but particularly cortisol have hormones there. Only can be reduced by cycling. If not reduced, I doctor obesity lakini, insomnia lakini, heart disease lakini, digestive obesity has a because the body mass is as the Congo never. Other handle already. So if we cycle this cortisol have hormones there, must see when reduce the bongam never. Other must see reduce the beta obesity must see Lena thinking at home. Other attitude percent reduce the way. Cycle plan at over UK. I think anxiety is 74% however. Anxiety is Yamna, whether disorder or elevation, but it is together. As soon as my height, Hakal Hekahat Poga, just Hovedum Hove, endorphin have a chemicals, which is brain, the magic secret away. Pedaling heck over. But pedaling cut over the way I call aerobic exercise, I was late. I do the soup or but cycling Yamana Pongamba, I'm a Katana, but cycle the Bukaka, the endorphins there. Produced however in our band. Endorphins, I'm there with the go. And a padu never. Because you feel happier, you feel freedom. Knowing not of put Amaneva. Aduna how the dinner psyche anxiety to correctly doing. No one the lamb, but the mum of member. Poker happening, my husband. They fight against depression, 47% depression there, but University of Toronto, 26 years my study to scientific research away, Madudagi Kanfoda, to reduce the way. I think he have practice with the mindfulness about. I pulling some all you do is you settle. Two the never never. My mind is focused on cycling only. My mind is now, while I'm riding, I'm not focusing about my colleagues. I'm not focusing about my this or that. Cycling, I know, I do the focus I long. I'm focusing on which direction to go, which direction is more silent, the calm over the sun, vehicle later. Adumba, the Nuxit, Hawanuxit Chengba, my Kule Redaba. Believe side also, you don't want to go to the brick field side. In Koyange, how many brick fields are there? I don't know, choose. I don't know. Next time also you want to plan another ride. I don't know. We consider also mobile I am witness selfie or some scenery copy. Matamia Mang go. I do money. I do Amana, point number 5, boost your self-esteem. Not kilometer 100 Tombra, 200 Tombra, kilometer 600 Tobogi, Wabasi, Ponanuai. 600 kilometers Tobumbe Pote, other lay never when it's telling the Susampo, Musasani, the Sandel on the Canada, Tulu on the Musasani, the on the Ukul on the Madi, the Mutoni, Campo P. Mutoni. But what is the mental the mental namna sakka kan na self esteem ai ngasi di office fo cycle thore ha bagi na nuai se ba ai ngasi di normal ta ngatan agi pandemic mer sa police ti u de da langolom da ngatan di thore ha bagi nuai jo ai ngammi ha ba kano se lumte ngammi ha ba masi develop to si jo akoi da yam self esteem ai ni isabu thajadra whom to believe I strength, I capabilities and capacities though I can only calculate it. Although you can calculate it. Cycling is one best way to calculate your self-esteem. Other prevents memory loss Alzheimer lakpa the more studying matumina aging the brain slow or I come give a pot to Colom, the Picao, the Havana, the Unativa. Chimbasidegi, Panyam not to a high Adoga, Dr. Arunadi, and President Hagre. Improves number 7 and last. Improves your social life. Really, it is fantastic. Cycling, I am going to come on. Regardless of sex, is I can't figure I cycle terminal. I figure I cycle terminal. I friends I cycle terminal. I doctor my I cycle terminal. I so many cycling the silver medal for Ronel Nana Nito Hong the Moike cycle terminal. Just Nasi Catalakwa, Hoyton Tom cycle terminal. It is like-minded people in the platform cycling improves your social life. I am like-minded, I am the social life too. I just I for any my am share to like-minded share to me solo solitary group ride solo distance I conclusion cycling works so well. Why cycling works so well? It is more economical. One of the cheapest way of transportation. So when the high level, gym capacity, then you have to pay fees every month. Cycle is one-time investment. You buy a cycle, you don't have to pay monthly 3,000, monthly 4,000, or so on and like that. The cycling is very popular, very friendly. But cycling the safety that is another thing, not with my distance. Better if we have a cycle lane. I hope you will come out with cycles. Having said all these things, now let me come to nota bene Simadi. Cycling helps, but it does not substitute medication. Akoigi Laina Labami, Hirak di Adum Sabio. Cycling Thorabaniana, doctor no prescribed to Hirak to Sadabat to Bigano. Cycling is Penoneva. And I mean, regular cycling is not just good for your health, it also benefits your mental well-being. Aduga, be happy, keep riding. Be happy, keep riding. Thank you.
Oza Pungfu, Tagato Fungutari, Ozana, Fazava, Wafum Kam, Tambira, mental health Kimatanga. Duga Ozada Quina, I believe. Question of Grace to the Mozana has a key quick mental health say quick cycling to is like cycling therapy has a therapy. It's minor was a mental health secured over the chances swung in high. At a quick generation, a quick how will it leave a youth sings it up quick mental health say one of the biggest problem hai tare koi gi inkhalakliba youth sing se da ko ado koi khara amana drug gumba khara amana alcoholic adu gumba mayam da haidi kai tare wakhal kauthuna bona da aran lambi chatkiba mayam su yawri bane ko ado koi paung da ina hangi ba wafam si koi cycling haidi youth live youth sing sigi mental health se thing problem am thingna ba ngamna ba gi damakta awareness gumba adagi cycling tau haibagi awareness gumba ma race to was masi necessity oigadra have say simtang hangjage
masi cycling si part amani cycling khatna masi mayam sidagi farkane haibagi di khande but aigi as far as my experience ki matung ina di cycling si why gera natraga lay gera ama somehow tawduna cycle se thawkanda hena masak naiba aigi khangba ama yaw kaneba aduga akhoi hojik tawna ma cycle thawjibo kaidono haiba I am asking don't ask me why I cycle, ask yourself why don't you cycle.
Thank you very much. I'm going to talk about sorry. Because makata pa koi ngasi ki speaker ase de ming moina Punjab da Chanchal Khumanthem ma koi me zasigi kanona topic na gender stereotypes related to cycling. Ma kasi koi Chanchal Khumanthem da sinajage.
Hello everyone and good evening. Ngasi aigi topic se hujik mamanga thamgiba topic mayam se kakarun amasung kapungpha na thambige be great sharing oi akhu tusu yamna kana ba oi gre adu aina hujik lecture ba topic se haidi gender stereotype related to cycling haibidi aina yam haina khangna share tawjabadi nate just aigi experience ki matungina sum khatang share tawjabane and thank you for giving the chance to give this sharing and thank you Nikhil and thank you for the Go Green hauji aina ahamba the cycle thorakpa 2018 dagi horakta ngairiba 2018 dagi cycle thoba horakpada hana aigi cycle se leiraga thoba haidi soft dagi cycle lauraga yumbok thorapabu adubok haijade ba ina cycle thoba hairakpagi cycle thoningapagi se adubu haidi akogi hakchang gi damakta khallaga haidi aina nahawai chaba tumba chaba mathong maram khangdabada haidi khongya saba haidi nupi gi oina haidi ladies gi oina khara laina khara di dum khara like mostly hojikan di haidi nupi sing de sigi laina se laiba khongya saba kok saba khutpak saba siguma mayam se leibasida aije kai doraga phagani cycle thoraga di khara phagadra na khalaga cycle aije di body whole exercise ni dana ko aduduna cycle je thoraga di phagani na khalaga aije cycle thoba horapani adumaina adu cycle thoba je club khuding makta ina sum yengba matamda nipi jina less dum oeba mostly less akoigi mind jida kari set tawra laigrage ha matamda girls will ride scooter and boys ride bike and advaina dum laigreba haidi adum mayam gi social mind admaina dum laigrabanina aduga adi women are less likely to use the bicycle haidi dum khara di dum handai dana ko adu club khuding makti yengba du nupi sina dum khara handa haidi masing je dum handaiba samna harabada akoigi hauji akoigi mamba hai tare mamba da su yauri be nupi se only just nupi manga ne thauze haradi akoi dum khatang thoga thawe adaidi atai haidi akoine friend circle gumbada sum thause adu kai haidi thause sumai tawi koli yam nungai kaina haiba matamda moju option adum thame ko option id akoi di saina thabak tawi aduga ko yum gi sain thabak lei haidi bu khuding mak to akoi su loina tawi koi su loina adjust tawraga thora iniba haidi hakchang phana gidam ta akoi isa gidam ta khalaga khuding ma adjust tawraga thora iniba adumaina akoi gi friend circle sing ju haidi sum thawan ninge aduga nupi na thoba haibesizu haidi biological body haidi di khatang ju dum nupa ga dum khara khenai dana ko haidi khara strong oiba khara dum kano toba se dum khara khena baduda akona karigumba cycle je khara lapada thogi kaina ga sum kaino ta waje huji ka Pungfa na haibi gare 100 200 300 400 600 akhoi chu ngamgani kaina ga thulai ineba akhoi chu ngamgani kain tholaga moina haidi samna haibada moina khongbana ma kandi matamda akhona thunki kumdharaga ka haini khona ga ilbadi pamdeba pamdabanina akhoi chu kaningbam yauri eba akhoi chu khare jam tawraga akhoi chu kaningbam yaurapani ne ka haini moina tawradina first time ngamdrasu second time di dum ngamakpa yai third time di pura ngambasu yai natra tu salagasu samna ada tu salleng khalagasu side ai tu salala ya pote ni kaina ga sum khandarakpado mentally strong oi khalakpado adugumba mayam ama su akoida faure ko aduga nupi sing de cycle yam thowaninge nupi sing cycle thobase id samna arbada housewife kumba su mayam am ladies how id young ladies mayam am su leko housewife se adum yumgi thabak loiraga potharaga adum leibasu yawe ko aduda mogi laina kake mayam lak matam sida huji obesity adu mayam haibi ke ko share taw bigre adu mayam du lak pase adum cycle khara khara thoraga cycle khara khara thoraga hakchangi exercise oina asmaina tawbasu yai akoisu adumai tawraga tapna hore ini aduga huji ka aruna share taw bigre mafam khuding mak cycle na yoba ngame cycle akoi ladies ni na khoi ka haini mafam je hekta yoba ngam deba mafam je kananom ga chalaga kananom de hekta ngam deba adugu mogi matung inaraga cycle hekta thoradi hekta mafam de hekta yoruba haitare ko samna ide alapa mafam oirasu hekta yoruba haitare aduga sumaina cycle khatang thobusu khatang oiram dabadu haidi cycle gi kana basu mayam ama hujik mayam habi gre ko cycle gi kana basu mayam ya leire samna harbada environmental awareness su leire ko aduga koi promotion of health su leire aduga ina kwaitagi pamjaba part haidregadi hujiki interesting and social contact to adu haidi khangna ba thamba mayam go social contact thamba khoba dedi pau phaudo phaudo to buje ai gi disease am nungai ba part ama oyeba aduduna haidi cycle thobase khuding makse haidi wakhal je nungai na lei basu yare aduga strong jo kale khoi gi patient hengale e ko simayam si gi adu simayam se lakpadagi cycle je nong gi sum thoba hengale ba moina 100 thobada khoisu yausale 200 thobada zum khoisu yausale aduna ladies team mana tongana adum akhoi je thore e badum sumain tau dana koina cycle je sum thobadagi sum mathang changjalakpadagi ahan sing cycle je thoba kaini thobadagi sum changjalakpadagi ladies aina sum YouTube te yengi bida adum YouTube te thibeda dum phangani 87 years old lady ama cycle thoram meba aina YouTube te thingnaja gi bane masu thobunga magana akoina kari dawil thawdana leidoino ba adagi adu haidi akoi manabi sing gyan ta da basing haidi cycle thobagi mahau khangda basing do cycle thobagi mahau su khangan ni akoina khatang hana thogi bagi khangbai wani adu moisu thora agadi cycle gi mahau do khangani ba haidi aphabagi mahau su khange adagi nungai bagi sight scene yeng bagi mayam haidi haujikan di amusu haidi cycle thobase yam post ana su dum thongna re dana ko haidi style oina su thongna re adagi mayam se ka haini cycle thobase hujikan di yam su yam khale na ko khajitang oi raktre bana hawai di khara cycle thobase khara less oi adu hujikti cycle thore ladies sing ju thore e huji tum thore adugu yamna thowaninge nupi sing se some others country that the nupa ga nupi ga cycle thobase same equal rate to oi samna harbada Germany gumba adagi Denmark gumba Netherlands gumba sigumba se sigi lam khara zidadi aina tabada nupi ga nupa ga some equal rate oi ma thobose cycle thobogi kenute aduga akoi gi country da haitare akoi gi country da di some akoi gi country to kro akoi gi Manipur sita de su akoi gi thobo ladies sing je thobase khara less oi re dum aduna akoi je khara yam khalan ba darkar tare atuka samna harbada akoina thori sisu haidi advertise kumbane pina thora dim akoi moju thora adi akoina thauba uba matam da moju dum thora ka doini hausu haurini thausu thora ka doini adumaina sam advertisement tauba gumbane akoi su adedi advertisement taubane haijeraga su afaba di thaba afaba mayam ma yauri dan cycle gi kana ba khotpa si mayam sisu moju khanganinge aduga ka haini sam akogi women sing mayam se ka haini cycle thauba si ka haini kano tawe ba moi se kamai hai duino cycle je kaya thongning da ba dong na tawe ba cycle thora gadi haidi kano nupagi type ta tawrak pa khola pa sigumba ama bo laite adugu akogi sije akogi health ki damakta ne aduga akoina aina cycle thora ki ba aibok ta cycle leiraga thoba hairakta ba aibok ta sum thora ga sum kano tawra ki banina adu mayam su cycle adum thowan ninge adu kai hai no khang disi matang si dati ai experience di yam lai gare ai na urapa matam da su ladies cycle thoba phaja ba mayam am su lai post aba mayam am su lai apaba adagi kano si mayam se akoi manipur da su tohaninge na haita adu si hairaga ai share je sida dum lotion jarage thank you for sharing.
Thank you very much. Ado ngasi akogi ko Chanchal gi experience मैं आमा share तो विरा मैं कोई ngasi gi platform से दा आदि नुपी योबे सिंग जे कोई gi आदि मणिपुर दा लई बस society से हंथा ने यंग बगी मोंग दि हाइजर रोगे को अदु सुम के हाता रे नुपी अमना केनो मखे experience एक तोनिंग प थवक cycle थवो बोइरो नत्र कितंग something out of the box हो मतम दा judgmental of society gi मी मैम सिन मसिंग यामंदना कोई gi passionate over pot about the follow to ngam to ma'am am yauriba so koi chanchal se koi inspiration amo ina younger youths girls generation da inspiration amo iba adugum laba koi gi strong women ne hana tam to jage ngasi gi keno sida aduga ngasi gi koi gi keno se online discussion sida saruk yabi ba koi gi participants ma'am question raise toning ba lera ga di question am tung raise to biro ba.
Hello.
Hi bro, yani.
Hello.
Hi, hi bro.
In the second property, sometimes koi matam dati koi is koi na koi kare se hi hai tar. Koi is koi re hoji koi ni young age में dati school का बा college का पसे nupi maya mama cycle thorum में aduga school college जो cycle state है तुम ले में aduga अनुभूति नते asi new generation na koi motorcycle ama fashionable over me am la koi change so gi bani otherwise cycle di han adana thorom mi manipur tip top ta even ai gi mrs poza over se ma se cycle hunga talam maina to me tamam tu ki wani ko okay usi ki change do amuk change ma la ko wani generation ma ta not otherwise akoi matam this cycle is very very popular cycle ma tu ngo pang base ki matam da na sing na why de ki no ai ba gari ma tu bugum na khamna koi cycle na koi chat tapalam lekte koi cycle na picnic chale koi cycle ne manipur ki lekai koi cycle tu ngo chala ko lekai cycle ki no ai ba there is no much difference good your topic but still then aduga ana chanam de haibiti kitang hayen nite am advance we get am chanam okay thank
you sir atopa question raise toning bala erga su question raise to bira payagani
sigi matang jida ai wa amtanga haijininge no mama koina cycle kanu dagi thora lakpa moirang no dagi thora lakpa sida koina haujiki hairiba cycle thobagi matamamda yam thongna rame haujiki hana haiti new generation na thoba kasu haurakpa natte sida hana dagi dum thora lakpa ni na ado akoi aina thingna jarakpa haitare ko kaino ghari dagi na sagomango ahan ji magi ese 70 raina lerame 69 70 aina hangiba matam dadi adum 70 yaudore magi do nupini ai tanaraga magi mingbu hangi ko haidi ahando imanan kai chatino adu kai dai thore ino kaina gaina dum hangi ba ado hujik haidi ba imado magi ming thaba kawe ado ma haidi घड़ी दगिना सगोमन बॉक्से अदुम थौबन थौरा अदुम थौरागा लाए मासे अदु अमु हनगिदोइनी अदु दो मा अदुम रेगुलर अदुम थौरकपनिना मा मसादो हेगेंबदा काइनी मयां कंब खोपो ओइरगा सुने मसादो यामना फरी करी हाइदे हुजिकान द 60 इयर्स 70 इयर्स कसु लेडीज ने साइकिल थौबसु ngamde लेडीज तो क्रो जेन बुक अदु साइकिल थौब ngamदेबा अदु माना कोइना हाइदे साइकिल थौबे से फये से दुम लोइन खांगना रेको साइकिल थौबे से दुम हाइदी साइकिल जिगी हुजिकी adum change tawra khare gari ni change tawra khare adagi haidi limit time oirapagi mayam se loina ma change tawra khare ko adum ma huziki ahando adum regular adum ma atai tai chu change kano tawrangan gari thawrangani adugu regular ma cycle adum thawbagi ma se yamna healthy weba healthy way hai je my generation de akoge yam thina khetna rabane ba generation kene adu ju my yam healthy way adugu hari base mayam se loina knowledge ni cycle thau basi yamna phai kole hani adum kai ni gari ni sillaga su adum regular ni cycle kha adum thobi ra agadi mayam se loina ma healthy way ge tabani si ai si adum share tak zabani
Paung Pungfa the question number raised to Maliga. Kwegi cycling as a profession, high sida wafam khara thambira moon hybrid.
Cycling as a profession, the wafam khara the yam thambaya. But cycling is a profession, you wafam lacking him among the. What type of cycling I want to I think when and where I guess I don't know. Cycling is a profession there. मचिन बतांग दे अखोगी डॉक्टर अरुण प्रेसिडेंट द मतिक ताबा क्वेश्चन ओगेदबने परमदि माना अखोगी मणिपुर एडवेंचर एंड माउंटेन बाइकिंग एसोसिएशन नि माना प्रेसिडेंट ओरिबने मागी मखादा अखोगी कोच मयाम अम लेरी अदुगा सिल्वर कनो मेडलिस्ट पुथोय अखोगी ड्रॉबैक अम ले अजिकी माउंटेन बाइकिंग द अखोना गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट पुथोफंगम द्रिबजे होजिक फावबदा somewhere 1980s की वारी माले अदो हजिक फावबदा अखोइदा साइक्लिंग की हजिकी कनोसे अखोइगे सुंगबा याबा माउंटेन बाइकिंग अखोइगे डाउनहिल तौबा याबा जगह से प्रॉपर्ली मेंटेन तौबा जगह से सुरे दब अवाचिंग दा पंक्से चप अदना हजिक अखोइना हतक से अखोइना मम्बाना कनो तौरगा अखोइ मयाम से पुन टुगेदर अदुगा अखोइ मफम अमा इक्वेट तौरगा सेम सिन अखोइ सेम पेंडेमिक लाखबदगी हदकी सेकेंड वेव लाखबदगी ये थोखिबने कनो वेना कनो टूरबोट अदगी कनो वेना थाजलगा तजावन थाजल ले याम अखोइ पेसाम तंगना मतम नम तंगना हेम यावरी अदगी मेंबर मयाम अखोइ मम्बा मेंबर मयाम तंगना तोय नाउ कमिंग टू द प्रोफेशन अदु माजी mountain biking की प्रोफेशन से माउंटेन बाइकिंग से ओलंपिक की इवेंट अमने कनो की अटलांटा दगी हौरबने या प्रोफेशनल नंबर होगे हाइता दी प्लीज कंसीडर टू मीट आवर कोच अदुगा अखोगी अवेलेबल अखोगी मंबागी योसिंग अदुगा मसी you have raised the right question अखोइदे अनुरबनिना अलवरबनिना मधुगी मतंदा अखोइ क्या खंगदे or simply we love the two wheels we love the so we keep adana professional aina thaido atlanta adigi hatak kenogi toge leonard arun kari ba higi do leonard austria ge do arun hataki world cup red bull gi toge do
maming do kom khore australian
अदुदा तौखिबा अदिगे मगे कनोना नुपी जिंगा दो दे मोर जायंट्स देन नुपीनी गा दो खै थाजद्रे है अदुगा विदिन 17 मिनट्स अदिगे नो नो नॉट विदिन 17 मिनट्स अद यामुना स्टेट कनो सिंग द स्टैटिस्टिक काउरे बट ब्यूटीफुल दे डिड वेरी वेल recently aduga the world class ne aduga nupa ki su tawi XCO su tawi the downhill su tawi. This is about mountain biking. Mountain biking to is the pura you stress free aduna I topic tong lakto nga ko. Aduna taba what we could do as an all men. Arun Kariba Ronaldo India ki cyclist number 1 world rank. What we could do was to felicitate him only. And so if anybody is thinking about the professional thing, you need to contact the coach. I can provide you, or president can provide, and you can have the chat, you can have talk. Just like Ngangom na tangay do. Ngangom sa 400 ki cheng ni lak mo na yes haida. Rege kanona magi physics hindu yaga. He is going to participate in the Tokyo Olympics. And my thought that is our dream. That is the dream of Mamba. Just like Go Green na Toriba, just like Friday for Future na Toriba Sumaina. That is our dream. Our only dream is nothing but to bring more sport personality in cycling, to excel in cycling, and to promote cycling, and to get the benefits of cycling all over.
Sport. So cycling is a sporting profession. When I was Olympic ki approved toraba cycling is sport mari lay. One is track cycling, one is mountain biking, one is BMX, and another is road bike. When cycling ki sporting event mari si Olympic games in the identified tore. Machine nate machine ki henna we have more than different, I think almost 20 different cycling event like sporting event like downhill like cross country like Olympic like cycling is the like or I mean Olympic marathon like that is sport. Another is cycling as an industry, cycling manufacturing industry. Investment yamna yamdaba industry maklam ne koi hujik car sage di huge investment koi je Manipur da hujik cycling industry se koi hujik koi country ba da koi cycle sabe koi we can have a matamam da Manipur da cycle sam ne ke so hai koi ki Manipur si keno da industry da cycle Manipur gi oi ba cycle sam ne ke so hai tai adamana koi jo Manipur da cycle sajirati cycling industry. The cycling industry see low investment industry ni investment chawda ba. That is one. Then amana tourism. Cycling tourism to bi. Mapan dagi hujik tourist laga naga Manipur da na cycling na kano pubi tour pubi. Na Kangla manung da cycle satpa dagi Imphal to Moirang Loktak satpa kamo adu halakpa adumana second world war gi happy am siloi na cycle na adum nong mada cover to biya ba hoigi kenole hoigi sigi we can choose as an industry wina singi se adagi amu cycling shop cycling gi workshop cycling amadi cycle yon bagi vendor ko siguro nam these are all cycle or cycling related hoigi professional in khandia ba field am like cycling gi hoina if you are talking about cycling or cycle as a profession masida to bi am like Thank you, Nikhil.
Thank you very much, sir. Ngasi koigi kainusida koigi online discussion asida achimba matam kya kaithupidno yaubiriba koigi speakers mayam su amukana thagat phone look chari amadi koigi participants mayam su amukana thagat phone look chari koi makha tarakpa tungda koi lakadoriba future da su koi sigumba online discussion makal environmental related issues were su aduga atopa hiramda ideas mayam generate taroga discussion tawagi kanu du Tanjas do akoi logzer ke do ngasi gi oina achin matam kai thok piduna saru yabri ba mamuzu ai ko no khurumjari amuka na thagat phone lukchari kaine ne bagi athang ni jage. Thank you very much to everyone.